I did stage first. I learned how to act on stage, not on film.
Denzel Washington doesn't have to raise his voice. The room just lowers itself. Directors say he walks in and everything stops. 4 decades at the top. No public meltdown, no desperate headline, just control. That calm isn't softness, it's policy.
48 years of experience, so 48 years of pain and pleasure and life has informed my approach to playing the role.
Because Denzel doesn't collect people, he filters them. He watches how you work, how you carry yourself, how serious you are about the job. If your energy feels sloppy, thirsty, or performative, he won't argue with you or try to fix you. He'll shoot the film, shake your hand on premiere night, and you'll never hear from him again.
It's complicated.
Yeah.
Tonight we're looking at 5 actors linked to Denzel and why most pairings never became regular team-ups. Some were one-offs, others reunited once and moved on. You'll see how each name faded from his orbit, and the last one is the curveball nobody expected. Number 1. Chris Pratt. When The Magnificent Seven dropped in 2016, it looked like the perfect mix. Denzel Washington, pure controlled danger, standing next to Chris Pratt, Hollywood's go-to charm weapon. Same frame, same guns, same legend status incoming. On paper, they were partners. In public, they smiled together. In interviews, Pratt was classic Pratt, cracking jokes, jumping in on answers, loosening the room. At one press event, when the director was listing off serious inspirations like Seven Samurai, Pratt jumped in, joking about Frozen and Wayne's World 2. You could feel how comfortable he was playing to the crowd. Meanwhile, listen to how that same director, Antoine Fuqua, described Denzel. Denzel walks into a room, the room stops. He compared Denzel's presence to an old-school gunslinger. You don't laugh at it, you feel it, you brace. Pratt himself talked about how this role was heavier for him. Guilt, regret, darkness. Not just his usual fast-talking hero. He said it was deeper and more grounded than some of his earlier blockbuster characters. He was clearly proud to be in that world. Here's where it gets interesting. After the movie came out, fans noticed something small but loud. Denzel didn't really go out of his way to spotlight Pratt in interviews. He praised the director. He talked about the legacy of the Western. He highlighted the overall team. But that personal, "this guy is special" shout-out, the kind he'll sometimes give younger actors he believes in, wasn't there the same way. That started rumors that maybe, on a chemistry level, their gears didn't fully lock. That's speculation from fans, not anything either man said. What's not speculation is this. They haven't worked together again. No sequel pairing. No follow-up project. With normal actors, that means nothing. With Denzel, it usually means the chapter is closed. And if you're wondering whether it was personal, understand this. With him, it's rarely personal. It's alignment. When the vibe doesn't align with his standard, he doesn't fight it. He just never circles back. Number 2. Jared Leto. Now the energy flips. The Little Things, 2021. Denzel Washington and Jared Leto in a dark crime story, with Rami Malek caught in the middle. That alone sounds explosive. Jared Leto is famous for going all the way into character. He's the guy who'll stay in it, even when the cameras are off, blurring the line between performance and real life. Denzel, he's old-school stage discipline. He believes the craft lives on screen, not in the hallway between takes, not in weird stunts for attention. During filming, Leto said they barely talked as themselves. No hanging out, no casual bonding. He said there wasn't chit-chat with Denzel. It was all distance and intensity. Denzel later joked that he actually stalked Leto on set, meaning he watched him from the shadows, studied him, and said Leto didn't even realize how closely he was being tracked. That sounds funny, but it's not really a joke. That's Denzel's way of setting boundaries without starting drama. He's basically saying, "I'll do this dance with you on camera. I'll even enter your darkness if it serves the story. But I'm not letting your process spill into my space." After the movie wrapped, the difference in tone was clear. Leto did interviews praising Denzel as a legend and calling it an honor. Denzel, when asked, kept his answers short, respectful, and mostly about the film itself. Almost clinical. That's how he handles actors whose method feels like chaos to him. He won't drag you, he won't expose you. He'll keep it professional, do the press, and then step away, quietly. Number 3. Ethan Hawke. This part matters because it proved Denzel doesn't just freeze people out. When someone shows him they're serious, he'll go to war with them. Back in 2001, Training Day wasn't just a movie, it was a knife fight. Antoine Fuqua, who directed it, said the shoot was rough, the environment was rough, and the studio pressure was real. He said Denzel and Ethan Hawke had his back, like a little unit. That's how intense it got. Look at what came out of that. Denzel walked away with the Oscar for Best Actor. Hawke walked away with a nomination for Best Supporting Actor. And Hawke has never stopped talking about what that experience did for him. He's compared working with Denzel to stepping on the field with a legend, like playing ball with Babe Ruth. He's also said Denzel gave him real-life advice about how to handle awards season and fame, like an older player putting a young player on game. Here's what's interesting though. You'd think after something that big, they'd instantly come back for round 2. They didn't. Not right away. Years passed, and then they finally lined up again in The Magnificent Seven, with Fuqua again bringing them both in. People online sometimes twist that gap into, oh, they secretly had beef, but the receipts don't match that. Fuqua literally called them friends, and said he brought them back together because he trusted them. Hawke still praises Denzel publicly. There's no bad blood on record, only respect. So why the distance between projects? Because with Denzel, even respect doesn't guarantee access. You don't automatically become part of his inner circle just because you killed one movie with him. You have to fit the next story, at the exact standard he's chasing right now. If the fit isn't perfect, he'll wait. For years if he has to. That's a different kind of power. He's not desperate for chemistry. He can build new chemistry anytime he wants. Number 4. Mark Wahlberg. Now Take Two Guns, 2013. Total opposite tone. Slick buddy action. 2 stars playing off each other, trading shots and one-liners. Mark Wahlberg came in with his usual fast trigger. Joking, improvising, throwing lines, keeping things loose. The director, Baltasar Kormakur, said that chemistry actually brought out a lighter, more playful side of Denzel. Wahlberg has talked about learning from Denzel on set, and even off set. Not just acting choices, but how to carry himself. You could see him almost playing student in interviews, hyping Denzel as someone he could ask for advice, personally and professionally. But watch Denzel in those same promo runs. He's polite. He's professional. He smiles. But even in those junkets, you can feel that he keeps a certain distance. His answers drift back to the director, or the teamwork, or the story. He doesn't sit there and campaign for the Mark and Denzel show as a franchise. And what happened next? Nothing. No Two Guns 2 with both of them. No reunion as a duo. The studio world would have loved that. 2 bankable names, proven on-screen chemistry, easy money. But Denzel didn't lock back in. Here's what that tells you. Wahlberg's improv-heavy style is built on speed and instinct. Denzel's style is built on precision and total command. They met in the middle for one movie. It worked. It made money. It entertained. Then Denzel walked, not out of anger, out of standards. He doesn't chase fun. He chases meaning. And if the next move doesn't feel meaningful, he won't force it just to run it back. That's how you can tell who's in his long-term circle and who was just a moment. Number 5. Tyrese Gibson. Now we get to someone who wanted in, loudly. Tyrese Gibson has said for years that Denzel Washington was his hero. He literally said he didn't feel like he'd made it as an actor until he could work with Denzel. That wasn't whispered. He said it publicly. Most people thought, good luck, man, because Denzel doesn't just co-sign people like that. He's not the guy jumping on everyone's project to give them a shot. He protects his name, his time, and his energy. But then, it actually happened. Denzel quietly came on as a producer for Tyrese's short film, cinematic music piece, Shame, starring Tyrese and Jennifer Hudson. The project turned into a serious showcase, screened at festivals, and Tyrese openly said they were aiming for awards recognition. This wasn't a cameo favor. It was a legit assist. After that, Denzel stepped back. He didn't turn it into a public mentorship campaign. He didn't start showing up in Tyrese's movies. He didn't build a Denzel and Tyrese pipeline. He just moved on. Online, people spun that into drama. The narrative was, Tyrese wanted more and didn't get it. Or, Denzel shut the door. That's rumor talk, not an on-record blow-up. The facts we can prove are simpler. Tyrese called Denzel his hero. Denzel helped elevate Tyrese's project, and then Denzel went back to his lane. That's actually the most Denzel thing ever. He'll help you get the shot, but that doesn't mean you've earned permanent access. In his world, access isn't gifted. It's tested, protected, and extremely rare. Denzel Washington isn't chasing fame. He protects his space. If you match his focus, total discipline, no chaos, you get respect. If you bring noise, you get one movie and that's it. He won't fight you in public. He'll just never work with you again. With him, silence is the cutoff. The real power move in Hollywood isn't dragging someone, it's erasing them from the next call.